Hey fellow gamers, Chatty, Sisa here. This will be a quick update on one portion of the Dragon Age Veilguard news that we've got in the past few days and weeks. This one is related to the companions. We have seen a couple of posts from the Dragon Age community, also from BioWare, which are showing the companions. There are also some additional information or some new information on the homepage for Dragon Age Veilguard, which is depicting also now the companions and provides a little more detail for every single one of those. So let me just quickly go into the pictures and just maybe provide some more inputs from my side. I will also, of course, provide all the links in the description below as usual. So let me jump into the posts which have been posted on Twitter. Yeah, we did see some of the original concept art for some of the characters. I think the in-game characters, they turned out very close to the pictures from the concept art. Some of them look better than in the concept art, I have to say, in game from what I have seen. Some of them not so much. So yeah, there is a picture for each of those companions as well on the screen for you for comparison, so you can see what it looks like. We did have also some of the pictures posted on the original page, Dragon Age Veilguard game page. There is information about every single one of them. I do like the, let's say, cards. It looks like tarot cards for each of the companions. You have also some more information here, and let me start maybe with Harding, so let me go from left to right. The Dwarven Scout has a big heart, a positive outlook, and a ready bow, as well as unexpected magical powers. Now, if you click on that card, you will see another picture here, in this case, how Harding looks in the game. And you have some more information regarding the abilities. Also a little bit more details regarding her character. So the Dwarven Scout has a positive outlook and a ready bow, as well as unexpected magical powers. At her core, Harding is still a girl from Ferelden. She loves adventure, animals, and nature, and is fiercely protective of her family and friends. Now, this one confirms to me what I said already previously in my previous vid, that there seems to be currently not such a big distinction between the warrior, rogue, and mage classes, because it seems that even warriors and rogues have a little bit of magic of their own. I believe she is able to freeze her enemies the same way as Sandal was in the previous games, or in Dragon Age 2 at least. So I think that she will be able to use that ability as well within the game. It's this probably just one of the things that are not yet provided, or some info that is not yet provided to us in order not to provide us with too many spoilers. So that much for Harding. I have one thing here which I want to mention definitely. I understand that somewhere in the beginning of the game, Harding will be hurt. You can see it clearly on her face. She will have some bruising, and she will be healing over time as the game progresses. What I find not so nice is the fact that out of the entire game, the devs decided to put this one screenshot here representing her. And I do believe that for the other companions, if we look at them, I will quickly show you the companions. If you look at them, I believe the devs were trying to basically for most of the characters to pick their pictures where they look the best. Really, you had no other picture from the entire game for Harding that you could have posted instead of this one where she has a face full of bruises and she looks like the victim of some domestic violence. Seriously. Yeah, it just blows my mind. The next one which we can see is Davrin. Bold and charming, this Grey Warden has made a name for himself as a monster hunter. Now he cares for a young griffin. Now if you look at the information that we have for Davrin here, you can see a little bit more of his background. You can see the abilities that he has. Again, you have a little bit more information on his character. So he's fiercely loyal. He brings his enemies down hard with a combination of mighty attacks, teaming with Asan to keep their companions out of danger. So you have some more info here. It's not overwhelmingly much, but it gives you a little bit more insight into what kind of role he will play in the game. And as I mentioned previously with Harding, the devs have tried to post here basically the pictures of the companions from the game where they look very nice or very interesting, and that is the case for him. So yeah, like I said, for Harding, I am wondering why they couldn't do the same thing. Let me go quickly to the other ones. Bellara is a veil jumper obsessed with uncovering the secrets of ancient Elvenan. Bellara is focused, creative, and romantic. And again, look at the picture. Probably one of the best pictures so far that I have seen of Bellara. And again, you have a little bit more information about her character, and you have more info also on the abilities that she will be using. Some of them are, let's say, quite telling. Some of them, like the time slow, for example. Some of them are more mysterious. So let's see what this will be in the game. The next one is Tash, and here I have to say again, the picture which is posted is not very flattering. It is one of the pictures where I said this is one of the most hideous faces, female faces, that I have seen in games in a very long time. This is absolutely awful. So I really think that they could have tried to post something better. They actually did. I will show you another picture. So there was this one posted not so long ago. Again, yes, it is better, and I think they should have used this one for the companions homepage if they try to post, let's say, more flattering pictures. But from my side, again, no amount of makeup you are going to slap on that ugly face is going to make it more beautiful. It's hideous. I will keep on repeating myself. This is an absolutely horrible face. So yeah, I don't really think that this is a character that would be in game for me in any way, shape or form aesthetically pleasing, which doesn't mean that the character as such is a bad character. She might be awesome. It might be good to talk to her. We don't know yet anything about the dialogues, so I'm not saying anything about the character as such. What I'm saying is that the looks of the characters are not very flattering, and this one is really awful. We can see that the abilities here that she has are called, amongst other things, like Dragon's Roar, Fire Breath, Dragon Fire Strike. And here in this case, again, I believe here there is a mix of magical abilities with a warrior or a rogue. In Harding's case, it's with a rogue. In Tash's case, it is with a warrior. So I kind of find it a bit weird, to be honest. I was really used to have this clear distinction between the 3 classes, and it made more sense than also for me, let's say if I was playing as a warrior, to always take a mage or a rogue with me as a companion. If I was playing as a rogue, again, mage and a warrior, and the other way around. Also, if I was playing as a mage, I took always the warrior and the rogue. Why? Because they had different sets of abilities, and not all of those characters have this kind of magical abilities normally, or didn't have until this game. So I'm not sure if I find this kind of interesting, or if I'm torn on this one. I really need to see probably how it works in a game, whether for me it will be, let's say, positive or negative, but I'm not sure if I like currently that a warrior suddenly has like magical abilities, or a rogue. I prefer to have this kind of clear distinction. So yeah, so much for this one. Let's go to the next 3. Lucanis is posted here. Again, the picture which they have posted, they were trying to, let's say, post the best looking picture of the character. I do have to say, actually, in his case also, I think he looked better in the trailers from what I have seen. I think the lighting here is not exactly flattering to his face, so they could have chosen a little bit better. But it's not as bad as, let's say, for example, Harding with the bruised face. We do have also here the abilities listed, and let's not forget, we have seen in the previous videos that the game devs have been releasing that he does have also, let's call it a magical ability, and that are these purple wings that he's going to have. So again, a mix with a little bit of magic here. And the other 2, or the last 2 characters are Emmerich. The picture here, it reminds me, and someone mentioned this actually, I think on Twitter, it reminds me a lot on Peter Baelish from Games of Thrones, this kind of smirk. And I have to say, yeah, there is something which really is looking like that in that smirk, so yeah. And here for him, I think they have chosen a very good picture from the previous videos. He looked a little bit older. He looked a little bit different, and this one is quite flattering. So I think this is a well chosen picture. Again, we have the abilities listed here. Let's not forget, he's a necromancer, so he's going to have a skeletal assistant called Manfred. Again, if you are taking, for example, him, and if you are taking Davrin with you into a fight, you will have technically 2 more companions. One will be the skeleton Manfred, and one will be Davrin's Griffin. So you will have more support, which you will not have with the other characters. So I think those 2 will be quite used by some of the players in some of the quests for sure. And Neve is the last one. A cynic fighting for a better future, both as a private detective and a member of the Winter's rebellious Shadow Dragons. And also the picture here, I like it, but I do have to say we have seen her in one of the vids without this kind of weird hat, and she looked better. She looked better without the hat, at least in my opinion. It would have been nice to see her here as well, like with the open hair and without the hat. But in general, it's not a bad picture, so I do like the picture here. And again, we can see all her abilities, and it was already mentioned that her abilities will be tied to ice. So we can also see here she has Icebreaker, Blizzard, Glacier, Pace, etc. Also here she has Time Slow. I think it's related to this freezing of the opponents. So it might be interesting to see how often we can use it in the game during a fight, like what the cooldown will be for this one. But yeah, definitely interesting information on the companions. We've also got some more information on the places that we can visit. There are pictures from Rivain, Arlaton Forest, Minratas. We have seen Minratas in the 20 minutes gameplay that we have seen previously. And then more locations coming soon. So I'm looking forward to seeing more pictures because as I said already previously, for me, from a visual perspective, the game looks really fantastic, at least in terms of the environments. So I'm really looking forward to see the game, how it will look like, let's say, when I start to play it on my PC with my specs. How much of the environments will be reflected in the same way as we see them, for example, here in the screenshots. The devs have said already, and we have seen it from the PC requirements, that even PCs who are not the newest ones should be able to play the game without a problem. The newest ones, of course. But the question is how it will have an impact on the quality of the surroundings and of the graphics and of the on the overall atmosphere. So yeah, I'm just wondering about that one. That much for the companions. I will go back to the additional information that we have received on the high-level gameplay in a separate vid. There was another vid which we have seen about 10 minutes, I think, and there is a lot to unpack there, so I will provide more info there in a separate vid. But that's it for this one from my side. I would love to hear your opinion on the companions and on the information that we've got so far. Like, how do you see this kind of interaction with the magic with the warriors and the rogues? Like, how do you perceive it? Do you think it's something positive, or do you also rather prefer when it's kind of divided and when the warriors and rogues have more like specific skills based on their characters? I would love to hear your opinion, and then of course also on the, let's say, looks of the characters. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And I wanted to thank you for watching on this spot. Thanks a lot. In case you like this video, please don't forget to hit that like button below. It really is very helpful, and it helps to get this video out to more people as well. Thanks a lot for watching. Stay tuned and game on.